Thanks, Jordan, for that update. Meanwhile, we could be ending the year with a record-breaking number of travelers for the Christmas holiday. AAA predicting nearly 120 million people will travel 50 miles or more from home.
Yeah, the 2024 projection passing the previous record set in 2019 by more than 50,000 people. Joining us this morning is Tiffany Wright, Director of Public Affairs with AAA.
Well, good morning to you, Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know folks, might be scheduling their time to get out on the roads, but for people that might not have made plans just yet, when is going to be the busiest time this year?
It's going to be busy because this end of the year holiday period we consider to take place between the 21st through the 1st. So that's a longer period when we consider the year-end holiday. So it's going to be crowded out there. I mean, if you think about it from a national perspective, we're talking about 2.5 million more drivers on the road. So our airports are going to be busy. Our roadways are going to be busy. Cruises have gone up as far as how many people are taking cruises, and the bookings, they've gone up nearly 40% compared to last year. So your ports are going to be busy, airports are going to be busy, the roads are going to be busy. If you haven't made plans, do so as soon as possible, because we know if it comes to flying, whatever you're looking to do, the price you see right now might not be the price you see when you wake up in the morning. So make those plans and make them now.
Yeah, some great advice there. Talk about, what other advice you can give our viewers traveling for Christmas. You got to pack their patience. That's for one, but what else?
Yeah, I know we say it, right? It sounds like a broken record, pack your patience, but it's so important. And I think, you kind of hit on it when you're talking about, your state of mind when you get behind the wheel. I mean, you want to make sure your vehicle's in its best optimal working condition. So do some things right now. If you don't have the ability to go out and get that vehicle inspection, do some things right now in your driveway, in your garage right now, making sure you're checking your tires, you're checking your windshield wiper blades, your fluids. If your battery is 3 years or older, please go get it tested if you have the ability to do that. It's going to be a busy time out there. And I would say the biggest thing is making sure that you're getting behind the wheel with enough rest. People will say, I don't drive impaired, but they will constantly get behind the wheel with not having enough sleep. So we say during this holiday travel season, make sure that you're traveling during your normal waking hours. You want to make sure, a lot of people say, I want to beat that traffic, so they leave at all weird hours, but your body's not used to being up. We know that affects the reaction time. That affects your decision-making ability. So make sure you're getting behind the wheel with plenty of rest.
Absolutely. And also, Tiffany, when you're talking about getting out on the roads, what is going to be maybe the best or worst times when it comes to the time of day that you're traveling?
Yeah, so don't have a crystal ball here, right? But here's what we predict, right? We know it's going to be, we consider this long period of travel. It's going to be those hours, those commuting hours. So if you're able to avoid those rush hour times, that's when you'll see a little less congestion, but it's going to be crowded out there, especially around your metro areas, around main attractions, airports, things like that. But I think it's important, to note that you're making sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to reach your destination. It's going to be busy out there. I know I sound like a broken record because every year I keep saying record breaking, but there's going to be more vehicles, more travelers, and it's just going to be busy out there.
Yeah, and as we calculate those numbers, talk about what are some of the top destinations where people are traveling to for Christmas.
What's really cool about this year's list, domestically, I will say this, you have three Florida cities, at the top of that list. We're looking at Miami, Fort Lauderdale. I mean, those are places that are your top cruise ports, right? So cruises have bounced back in a big way. People like to take that multi-generational trip. During the holidays, you don't have to worry about cleaning up the mess, right? You're not cooking for everyone. So a lot of people like that flexibility that you have on cruises. So those areas where those ports are going to be very busy. But Charleston made the top 10 this year. A big reason for that is because it is a cruise port. So Charleston will be crowded just as well.
Tiffany Wright with AAA, thank you so much for your time this morning. Some great tips. We'll have this full interview on our website at WISTV.com. And Jamal, weather-wise, Tiffany was talking about some beach destinations, but I don't know if we're getting that feel here this morning.
Yeah, I don't think so, because this morning we're actually dealing with fog. Chandler, good morning to you.